Secondly, effective oral style features plural personal pronouns. 这点不用我说，大家都知道。在演讲的过程当中，怎么样拉近听众和演讲者的距离？其中重要的一点是什么？
语言语调。
怎么样拉近距离？靠这个嘴上的这个什么词儿拉近距离？一般来说都说咱们，对吧？跟人贴近，跟人这个套词的话，都说咱怎么样？一说是咱妈怎么样？最近那明明是那个人的妈妈，但是我要说的话，我说咱妈。把它当成我的妈，一下拉近关系，就这种感觉，是吧？所以在这个口语当中，请大家注意，在英文当中怎么样拉近关系？请注意，不是说咱们，说的是什么 plural personal noun， 一般来说是 we、our、us、ours 等等。其实还是咱们，你发现了吧？语言都是相近的啊。Thirdly， 第三点 ，effective oral style feature descriptive words and phrases that appeal to the ears of listeners and sustain the listener's interest and promote retention of memory, retention of focus and attention. OK， 请注意，怎么样让你的 public speaking, how to make your public speaking more attractive, appeal to more people. The key fact, the key trick is to sustain interest, arouse interest in the listeners, in the audiences, and then sustain their interest. How to sustain them, I'll talk about it later on, by the special technique of employing the so-called sensory language, linguistic style. The fourth effective oral style involves macrostructural elements. Macrostructural sounds very academic. Keep in mind, when we are speaking, when we are writing, we always need to make our written text or spoken script look, sound, logic. In order to make our input look more logic, we always put our text into structural arrangements. Preferably, we have an opening paragraph in our writing, and then we have a body paragraphs of the writing, and then the conclusion part of the writing. In oral speeches, it's the same deal. Put introduction in the very beginning, and then we have a body part of our speech, and then the conclusion part of the speech. And for each paragraph, for example, when we are writing a paragraph, how do we expand a paragraph? How do we make arrangements for a paragraph? The first sentence of a paragraph normally is a topic sentence, and later on, the second sentence, third, fourth, and last sentence tend to revolve around the topic sentence. And how do we normally arrange these revolving sentences? Two ways. Refresh. Do we recall how do we expand around a topic sentence in a paragraph? What do we learn at school, in colleges, in the writing courses? There are mainly two ways, right? The first way is through enumeration. What does enumeration mean? Numbering. First, second, third, last. This is a major way of expanding a paragraph, and the second way is through so-called peel structure. Point, explanation, example, linking back. The first sentence of the paragraph is a point, P. It's your point, or so-called topic sentence. And the next sentence, for the second sentence, you want to support your topic sentence with some example, E. And the next E is explanation. Sometimes the topic sentence is not very clear, is not put across in fuller details. Sometimes our examples may involve things that are strange, that needs further explanation. So the second E is about explanation. And the last sentence, linking back, or conclusion sentence. In the last sentence of the paragraph, you mention what you started from. The topic sentence. This is a brief structure. Look, 我这里在开始讲写作，是吧？ Brief structure or the so-called macrostructure elements when you are writing in written language. It's a similar deal when you are dealing with spoken scripts, when you are writing your own public speeches. Remember to keep these elements first, second, third in conclusion in your speech.